We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Ooh! And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
To throw on second down is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive line. Oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Open man downfield, it's Kelsey. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Chiefs first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
First down throw, Mahomes. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. Big play for KC. 31 yards.
City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Got him in. It's Kelsey. Complete. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now, here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the goal line and in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Eagles 0. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Room to run at the 35. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. For all time, 7 apiece. And the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Mahomes now on second down. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yellow.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, KC.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Gibson now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's going to keep it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Yellow. Go up. Easy.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin this on the ground with Smith. We'll bring this up to the 22. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Jair Alexander, a 2-time Pro Bowler, hustling in to record the sack.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards them.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. That is fielded at the 20. Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Good. Alpha.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
2nd and 1 at the Chiefs.
Silver.
Hurts will try it again. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
It's a gain of 20. And an Eagles first down.
Hurts looking to throw on for... Oh, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. He gets free.
Good game. I'm over there laughing like a motherfucker.
Second half, and the defense continues to be...
It's all good. Practice.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Kansas City. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Second down, Jackson. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Jackson up top again. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Come on. 13.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Middle.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing now, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. And even 50 yards. On 1st down here, it's Smith. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Yep, 180. 180. Let's go. Get high.
Jackson now to throw on first down. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
180. Finish up. Hey, middle.
From the gun, Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
3rd and 5.
No, we changed it. Hey. 180. Finish it up. 180. Finish it up. Sit up.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 13. And the Ravens first
Jackson
down.
looking to throw. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Go ahead. Yeah. Hey, report.
Jackson now on 2nd down. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Middle. Sit up. 180. Finish it.
Throwing Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
First down, Ravens.
Sit up. 180. Go. Report.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Baltimore.
No, we changed it. Hey! Go ahead. Sit up!
Jackson now. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Hey, report! 180. Sit up! What? We changed it. What?
To throw is Jackson. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On third down, Jackson forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's in! Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now, Jackson, rolling right, and he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow.
On first down, it's Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, Mahomes. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rasheed Rice. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now they'll pitch it out here. He's got space inside the 25. And he will score! Touchdown, Chiefs. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Next to score, Chiefs 14, Ravens 8.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Justice Hill to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Hey, come on. What? No, we changed it.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is caught. It is Hopkins. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you're going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
The 4-yard line.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect
that one. Take it in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now Butker to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
DC, right? DC. Hey, Alpha, what?
Jackson. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. This is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
For the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
Go, Lou, 80.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Yellow.
First down.
Here's a run with Hunt. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Go, Lou, 80.
Patrick to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 4.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
36 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Wanna quit? Hey, Alfred, what? No.
In motion comes Andrews. Again, it's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Second and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. On the handoff, it's Henry. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
Hey. Hey, report.
Here's Jackson. That is caught, and he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Now it's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, very big touchdown there. Makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the 2-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll let Henry try to run for it. And a big conversion for 2. And it's a 1-score game. The deficit is only 8.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Yellow.
Now, Mahomes. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Attack!
Mahomes now to throw on second down. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a carry for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, KC.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter. And you're able to pop off a big run.
And you'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
From the 24 now, here's second and 5.
Yellow. Square side.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Third down, they need 5. Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. On the RPO, a throw to Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. This one caught downfield by Flowers. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. Now Henry. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Henry. First down and more inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Yo.
And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
All right, good effort. Just doesn't work out. But it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
A run inside with Smith. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go, little lady!
On the ground, it's Smith. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He about to quit. He did a running shitty ass offense.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chicago Bears.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Bears first down.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. From the 46, here's second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 6. To throw, Williams. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Pass caught by Burden. Down the right sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, 37 yards. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Chiefs nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 20. They begin with a run by Smith. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us a...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 66 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Chiefs 7. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking to throw is Williams. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air, Williams. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Excellent defensive play by Dominic Robinson, beating the line and dropping him for a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there of protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chiefs 21, Bears 14. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get the field goal range. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing is Williams. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yes. What is on?
To the air once more. Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Bears 17. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Here's Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
What is up?
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
To throw once more, here's Williams. To his running back, Swift on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30.
16 more yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the Doom Zone. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Yes. Tempo. What is up? Here we go.
Back to throw again. That's caught left side, Burden. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll leave them with a third and just a yard.
Third and 1.
To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 4 yards out. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for two?
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Swings this out for Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mahomes going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus
And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Yellow.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Yellow.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bears 25.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here's 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw, Williams. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Smith up the middle. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up is a rematch of Super Bowl 55, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Mahomes now to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard
So
line.
after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We're scoreless after one. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good edge scheme going.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there.
And Hunt will find his way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, 71 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Yaya Diaby.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Now back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back?
You want to show confidence later. What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shepard goes in motion. Now Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
And again, it's Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Chiefs 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw, Mayfield. It's hauled in by Shepard. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mayfield.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
And it's third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Bucky Irving
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Buccaneers 21, Chiefs 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today.